Alright guys, we are back for the last game of the night. We have option 12, we have Phoenix. Phoenix looking for that third seed placement to mix up who they will be against. Not sure if anyone wants to play against 9 lives at this point, but that is a problem for next week. Kenos here with Infinite, and Infinite, you were once again just refreshing our memories about how Warwick needs to get banned.
Yep, it's going to be the thing I harp on the most. As I said at the end of that one, it's the thing that set the pace for the game. If option 12, honestly, if they don't ban it, I'm going to be thinking that they want a lower seed for some reason on purpose, because that's the only thing that makes sense.
Maybe they just want to just come out and just manhandle 9 lives. Just be like, they've got the secret sauce. Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Finally, it only took what three weeks of Alonzi destroying teams with Warwick before someone banned it. Better late than never.
Well, now he pulls out his Master Yi, and and then we find out he's actually even better on Master Yi, and then what do you do? Oh, they banned Master Yi. All right, so now he pulls out his Ivern.
Ew.
Ivern scarier than Warwick.
Yeah, I am curious to see who he pulls out. I don't remember what what jungles he plays that are as impactful as Warwick, if any.
Interested to see who this last ban will be. Maokai again. All right. So I forget who they banned that now they've allowed through from game 1.
Lucian? No, they picked Lucian. Who did they? Who was the other ban?
I don't recall. My cat's trying to tell me, but I don't think she remembers either. Going with that Ezreal again. Actually taking that away from... No, actually, no. They... Option 12...
Yeah.
No, yeah, they had it. They had Ezreal last game
Modric,
as well.
Modric played it last game.
Yeah,
Did really well.
Yeah, going
Tends
with
to do very well with Ezreal every time, so...
Probably getting the Nocturne. Alright. Jhin Nocturne. Very interesting. So, will they grab a jungle here, or will they let them just ban every jungle they can think of?
No, they'll probably pick it. If not here, Graveyard of Odin will pick jungle, I think. I don't know that Alonzi has enough junglers that are super great for him.
Oh, it's time. Kenos asked last week, isn't there a female horse lady? And now we're playing her.
True.
So I'm assuming that's jungle. I think someone mentioned that she was being banned earlier because of some sort of jungle. But someone else had said that you need to build a team around her. So...
Yeah, kind of. You kind of do.
I, of course, will need to remind myself of what her abilities are. Sounds like someone else does also. But with that aggressive keyboarding.
That's just how my keyboard sounds. It's always aggressive.
So we have Swain, no doubt, once again for Elizabeth, who did very well with it, thanks in part to that Warwick kill early. Ooh, they banned the Yone. They don't want Gregosaurus having any fun.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like a Malzahar ban is definitely going to come here. So.
Yep. Certainly was a source of annoyance. Made fights last a little bit longer than I'm sure Phoenix would have liked.
Well, that, and since it seems Graveyard of Odin likes playing the assassin type champs, not the mages, obviously. Malzahar's pretty good against a lot of those style champs.
I was actually wondering if they'd ban Vigar. Because Vigar, you know, that AoE stun was doing a lot of unfortunate things. Also, if anyone can hear my cat, I hope you're enjoying her commentary as well. LCUS will be coming out with an exclusive. What does Kanos' cat think about the game?
She probably wants to see a Nidalee pick, but I think we're past that point.
Nonsense. Nidalee ADC, let's go. Alright, so the Ornn has been locked in for the first time today. After all of Great Beard of Odin talking about Ornn, Ornn will be against him.
That's a smart play, especially in game 2. You saw Brandana. You saw how much of a lead he's going to have in that top lane. So you pick someone who, much like the Volibear, can still make good team impact. Ornn is the same way with his ult, but has even more team impact by providing those item upgrades.
Brandana, why do you hurt me?
Riven.
What did I ever do to you? Riven.
Yeah. God. I know Eternal is not happy right now. He hates going against Riven, so definitely not what he wanted to see there.
Don't know how I feel about the Pyke pick again. Not that it was bad, but it wasn't inspiring.
I think he did really well once it got out of the laning phase, and since they took the Morgana and the Malzahar, Lux is also a good one to get out. If they have all those gone, he probably will be more impactful. I mean, if they pull out like I was going to say a Nivea, but Nico is actually just as good.
Alright, so who's on Riven? It's going to be a Shen support, I'm pretty sure, to answer the question. And Nico Pyke. Who had Nico Pyke in the bingo?
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be any easier for Greybeard of Odin. Nico kind of has the same thing. She can throw out her E in order to block stuff. She goes invisible. She's ranged and you're not. So we'll see.
Because if someone was going like, all right, so in the cards I've got Lilia versus Nocturne and Pyke versus Nico, both in the same game.
That being said, we did talk about kind of needing to build a team around Lilia to make her really impactful, make her really work, and Phoenix kind of did it. She pairs really well with champs like Shin and Riven. And then, you can use her ult in a couple different ways. You can use it for the engage, or you can use it for if they're running away. If you use it for the running away, Pyke and Ezreal are just easily going to clean up everyone that falls asleep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Alright, cool. So let's actually remind ourselves what she does here. Dream Dust. Magic damage. Sleeping. Cool. Alright, got it. Alright, so looking at these teams, I like... I mean, obviously, I hate Riven. But I do like option 12 draft a little bit more, I think. I'm not really that impressed with support Shen. I think he doesn't get the stuff that makes him effective unless he's a solo lane. But that's just my own sheltered opinion.
I think the issue with Shin support is because I tend to do pretty decent against Shin support. But if you have a support on your side that is someone who has to be close, Shin support can do pretty well. But Jhin and Swain, they're going to stay so far back that Shin should, in theory, never land a taunt.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of why you pick him. Is you're hoping to essentially use his taunt as a form of engage for your ADC.
And Swain having magic damage means that if Shen's AoE barrier thing won't ever really come into play either. Though it could save from a Jhin crit, which would be nice.
I think it's weird that they banned Galio last, because I actually feel like Ezreal Galio, if they were going for that like heavy engage kind of comp, Galio would have worked a lot better into the Jhin Swain, in my opinion.
Well, the issue was I'm pretty sure they picked Shen first. Or not first, but in the first set. It was Ezreal, Shen, and Liliana.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are right.
But maybe the Shen was supposed to go top, but then they saw the Ornn and decided to put Riven into it.
Maybe. Well, if they win, we can ask them.
Yeah. Relexus seems to be betting on option 12 here, though. So we will see. I think that I like the durability on the side of option 12 more. I think that every time I see Riven and Shen walking without boots, I'm going to cry. And I think that we are on the last match of the evening, so let's get hyped for this. Let's see if Phoenix can secure a higher seed, or if option 12 manages to hold on to their place. This will decide the order of the playoffs starting next week. Or that are next week, I should say.
Yep. And as you pointed out, it is kind of a big deal because even though all 4 teams that are going to be going are very good, right now, no one wants to go against the first place team. Like, not until they get knocked off the pedestal. They are still on a very good high, a very good, streak. So that 4th place seed is looking very dangerous.
I like option 12 skins again, even though Lizabear is breaking my heart and not using Tyrant Swain.
Yeah, I like the Nico skin a lot too. So,
I mean, great, one of the best Jin skins. Which side is Phoenix on this time? That's right.
all of our skin loading screens are so quick now. It's hard to pay attention.
Well, unless you've got nickel casting. Yeah, got him. All right.
Call. He's still watching.
The and also I really do not like this Blood Moon Shen at all. Oh, all right, we got super invades going on here. I don't think anyone saw either side though.
That's amazing. Full 5-team invades on both sides, and neither one knows what's going on.
All right, guys, we're just gonna sit in this bush. They'll never see it coming. I also like how Gregosaurus is pretending to be Sigtao Eternal. It's very cute.
So here's the issue: is I think
You think?
if oh man, this is about to be really awkward. If Phoenix don't stay around to take blue, they might be able to pick off members of O12 as they trickle back in.
Yeah, it looks as though Riven's going back. I don't know if option 12 knows what they're doing.
I don't know if either team knows what they're doing.
Okay, so we're just doing a double steal here. So what does Prowler do now? This could actually be a big decision maker, because if Lilia decides to go to Raptors... Oh, good taunt there on Lizabear. This is going to be... Oh, good flashback. Oh!
Nice.
Gotta look out for those Qs, man.
Yep, so that's kind of what I was afraid of, is option 12, like, option 12 had the more dangerous return route out of the two. So...
Can Prowler get Lilia here? At least he can ruin his life a little bit. Bullying the pony.
Yeah, but Ponyball's too low to really stick around, even if Prowler did want to come in.
Yeah, I think it was wise to not actually come in. Just keep disrupting that jungle route, even more than you already have.
Yep. So, Huge already proving that our prediction of Shin not being super impactful, we were just wrong. Granted, he had to use Flash in order to be in distance to land the taunt, but that definitely was worth giving First Blood over to Modric.
Well, you see, it's the classic caster mistake, because you don't predict the double invade, along with the double steal, along with a trickle back where everyone goes bot. I mean, it's just, we should have seen it coming. And frankly, I think we should turn our caster badges and let Ace and Relexus cast for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I'll put in my paperwork after about 3 more weeks.
Alright, so Prowler is just moving around the map. Alonzi obviously didn't even get assist gold though, so he is certainly behind. We do have Eternal trying to bully on the Riven. Riven, of course, is unbullyable though, because she gains power from Satan himself. Prowler is trying to pull a Sig and come in for an early gank, but changes his mind, realizing he's not Sig. Such an interesting walking animation on Lilia also. Like, I was expecting more of a prance.
It turns into that. Once she gets some more movement speed, it's pretty much just a constant prance.
Well, you know, I mean, as someone who played Warcraft 3, that's what I expect from my Dryad-looking characters. Yeah, a little hop there. Oh, missed the kill down in that bot lane because we were looking at the new champion. New champion in air quotes. LNZ actually in a lot of trouble here. Gregosaurus catches him out. Any sort of slow here will give the pull. Yep, there we go. Prowler is here to... oh, good stun there, but they do manage to get him anyway. Oh, and up in the top lane, Eternal's doing a great job as well. So we're getting some early revenge here from Option 12 after losing that first blood. Looks like we have a request for the Discord link in chat, if someone could throw that out there. Alright, so I like how Option 12 is applying some of that early game pressure. Oh, good Shen taunt there. I don't think we're going to get too much done with this, but Modric Judge managed to get a little bit of a pull done on him and some damage. So Pointy Ball is at half health. That is scary up against an Ezreal.
Yeah. He's not 6 yet though, so it's not the worst thing. And they were able to trade back a decent amount of the damage back onto the Ezreal. The issue is that both Pointy Ball and Queen Elizabeth are almost out of mana, so...
Also, Ezreal has Biscuits, which he's using to great effect. Let's check out the gold here. 1,500 gold on this Ezreal. No doubt planning on going back to buy some choice items. Yeah, Pointy definitely has to go back. You can't stick around with no mana and half health as a Jhin.
Yeah. Very, Queen Elizabeth doing very good still, though. The, what is that ability called? Or Vision of Empire. Yeah. Using that so that Ezreal really couldn't stay there too much longer.
Oh, Gregosaurus in a lot of trouble. Great flash. Oh, gets him anyway, though. Ult's gonna save him. It's a great ult. It really is.
Very strong ult.
There's a lot of really nice ults coming out of Option 12 in this game. Especially once Jhin starts using that ult, you know, kind of like his engage. And I'm liking how Brandana isn't doing much in the top lane, because I like watching Riven players suffer.
Wait till he gets an item, though. Unfortunately, that's kind of how Riven goes.
Does get some nice damage out right now. Good stun. I almost was expecting an ult there just for the distance, but wisely doesn't use it. Alright, so LNZ is almost 6. Prowler is also almost 6. May get it with his next camp or 2. Looks like they're actually just going to try for Dragon again. I think they should get it. No one is really in a position to contest this. They're actually giving up a lot of lane presence just to lock this down. Huge is going to spot it. Can he get involved at all? Big collapse coming in here. They got to take this right now. Good job locking it down. Now just get out of there. Oh, great taunt play there. Regosaurus doesn't get the ult off in time. Shen is going to go down. Managed to land the slow on Prowler. A flash for it. That's not the best call there. Unfortunately, Elizabeth does not have ult available, but Greatbeard of Odin also going in a little too far here. Pointy Ball getting a ton of assists here. And 2 kills on Elizabeth now.
Yeah, unfortunately, Blue Buff was playing very much in the favor of Option 12 right there, kind of just being a nuisance.
I like to shout out to Pointy Ball for that deadly flourish from basically across the entire map. And Prowler doing the great turnaround there on Modric as well. So I mean, everything going Option 12's way so far this game.
Yeah, definitely a better game for them so far than the previous one.
I mean, I think once again it's going to come down to how quickly the laning phase collapses. I think option 12 is very comfortable in the laning phase, and once you get out of that, it's when they start being a little sloppy.
True.
But also, Phoenix does not have a big threat right now that's going to force them out of the laning phase.
Yeah, you're not really seeing any like huge gaps in favor of Phoenix. In fact, Nico has a gap over Pike, Nocturne over, Lilia. Ornn and Riven are actually almost tied. So.
Yeah, if we look at the golds, that whole fight sequence managed to get Jhin up. Might end up losing the Nico here. Yeah, I think it's guaranteed. It's going to go down. Oh, we ended up missing the top, which is unfortunate because I like watching top lane Riven suffer. But we did manage to see the advantage possibly be swung around in the mid lane here. First assist by Alonzi.
Recap for the top, Riven used ult to engage on the Ornn, ended up flashing forward with it to be able to secure more damage, but got too close, took a tower shot, and Eternal was able to turn around and get that final hit.
Yeah, Ornn has a lot of CC, so diving him under turret is always a test in reflexes for the Ornn player.
Yeah, it was close too. She didn't go very deep. It was like right on the line, but that's all it takes.
Mm-hmm. And once again, the Ornn did not use ult. So Eternal being very, let's say, cost-effective. Oh, we got another taunt down here in the bot lane, just out of turret range, unfortunately for Huge. Ponyball does get one more shot. Ezreal going back in, though. So Huge is getting some premium taunts off, for sure.
Yeah, that trade is definitely in favor of Phoenix, though. Your ADC is still down there getting farmed.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, all three of Shen's assists have been off of good taunts. So he's definitely doing what you would expect a Shen to be doing in the bot lane. What a ridiculous Riven versus Ornn dance we had up there. Here comes Gregosaurus pretending to be Prowler. Prowler also waiting in the wings. Oh, it's just a big old beat down here. The Riven does not have Flash taken out.
Yeah, not a whole lot you can do there. Riven has a lot of mobility with her tons of dashes, but not that much.
Jhin doing very well on the ult. Not able to get any hits on Modric, though. That's the point of a good Shen support there. Ooh, Prowler does a great jump over the wall here. I don't know if they're going to be able to get Great Beard of Odin, who tried to land the ult on Gregosaurus Rex, but did not manage to kill him. They're going to keep chasing, though. Nice pull to get him over the wall there. All the skill shots miss, and I think he's going to get away. Oh, smite. Prowler, what are you going to do? Prowler, what are you doing? Shen ult. Prowler gets pulled back in. Great taunt.
Oh,
Love
the
it.
greed. The greed. Why?
As a Shen main, I love that. That was great. Good job, Huge.
Yeah, very good teleport in there. Good turnaround in order to secure a kill on Prowler, who for whatever reason decided he needed that kill.
And great job by Odin not dying either. Good job with knowing how to use those pulls and such. And we're seeing how good Swain and Jhin are teamed up, because Jhin does have enough of those kind of like slows and snares that Swain is able to pull. And you pull closer to Jhin, that's a fourth shot that's going to land in your face. Second dragon here for option 12. We do have Huge in position, Ezreal as well. Not going to get it though. Nice try though. That Ezreal ult was a little slow. But with very little vision on it, it's hard to tell. Where is Swain on the stacks? Swain is 19 on the stacks. This bear might be in a little bit of trouble here. Nope, no one heads up. But yeah, top lane going very well, considering that Eternal hates Riven. You know, the fact that he hasn't died early means that he's not getting tilted. And you don't want to get tilted up in the top lane. Swain gets stacks. Yes, Swain's passive gives him bonus health for every Raven he picks up. Though I guess they're probably little dragons for this skin. Oh, jump in on the Shen here. I don't know if this is the right call. Should be able to dash over the pit once he's done being scared. Ooh. Yeah, just out of range, unfortunately. Oh! Meanwhile, Eternal's in a little bit of trouble, getting beaten on by Alonzi. This is one of the strangest jungle fights I think we've seen here. Oh, we missed the kill in the mid lane because we're watching this nonsense. We're going to keep watching this nonsense. Good flash.
Oh my gosh, that turnaround kill from Eternal.
Brydana might get him though. Now he's too far into turret.
So Lilia's pretty good at bursting down tankier people just because of one of her abilities doing max health %. But you can't 1v1 an Ornn. Not yet. You're not to that level.
Shout out to Prowler's Spell Shield tanking that Ezreal ult. Why does Nocturne have a Spell Shield anyway?
I don't know. It seems weird.
It's like they put Spell Shield on Sivir and Nocturne, and they're like, you know what? These were the only champions that made sense on. I mean, I guess Malzahar as well. We don't talk about that.
See, I feel like it makes sense on Malzahar. He's like a void thing, and
Sure.
like it's like a shield to keep him alive in the void. But like,
But
Sivir's the one that actually confuses me the most.
we don't talk about the Malzahar one because that one's not skill based. It just happens.
True.
At least with Nocturne and Sivir, you need APM.
You do for Nocturne. I don't know if you do for Sivir. Hers lasts forever. Like, it's so long.
Is that a cheer for option 12 from Chaosix? What happened to our cheer contest, guys? We used to be cool. Now we just kind of sit around and highlight our posts and talk about how we're about to have a huge gank here in the mid lane. Here we go. Pointy Ball gets a big shot on him. All the focus onto Pointy Ball. Big ult trying to help him out. Pointy Ball is going to get taken out. Oh, the swing gets taken out too, but now there's a turnaround. Prowler coming in. There was a big ult there by Great Brave Odin. Didn't quite work out. Prowler's going to take out Huge. Can Prowler beat this Riven? Here comes the Ornn. Ornn's ult is available. Why aren't you using it, Ornn? Prowler manages to secure it without Ornn's help. And Sigtao Eternal shows up and says, hey guys, there's a fight here.
Yeah, I do think that it ended up not being necessary, but that he probably should have used it there just in case. Because.
And yeah, so we've got a big scary Nocturne here. My, how the turntables. What started as a scary assassin jungler for Phoenix has now turned into a scary assassin jungler for option 12. A lot of pings going on the Herald. Looks like they want to grab it before Baron shows up. Everyone's trying to bully. LNZ, remember how this worked last time? No? Oh, we got a big little bit of engagement going on up here. Engagement's going all over the place. That's going to be a dead Brandana, I'm pretty sure. Great knock up there. Phoenix is just all over the place right now. Modric teleports into a losing position.
Immediately forced to run away.
Good little shot there. Vision of Empire manages to make the kind of move around a little bit here. Prowler is going to try to grab this Herald. It'll be a great push if option 12 holds this spot up in the top lane. But I'm not sure if they will. Gregosaurus is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Here comes Great Breed of Odin. Great Breed of Odin actually has a lot of kills. Oh, but just on the edge of that ult. Turret aggro. Both sides taken very low here. Mid turret is taken down. Great Breed of Odin comes back around that healing. But here comes the Nocturne. Nocturne is going to take out Great Breed of Odin. I'm pretty sure. Oh, great stun there.
Pike is so hard to lock down. He has 2 really good escape mechanics, so they just can't do it unless they insta-kill him, essentially.
So somehow no one died in that little engagement there. And now here we are at Dragon. Huge is actually a very low level. This is one of the reasons I don't like support Shen, because he generally ends up dying before all the XP gets farmed up. 5 turrets for option 12. That's absolutely insane. 2 dragons as well. Great Brave Odin forced to run away. Huge looking for a taunt. Lizabear zoning with that ultimate. No one is actually hurting the dragon though. He keeps healing. I don't know if anyone's going to get this dragon. Now suddenly Brandana is in the pit with Riven. Everyone collapses on Riven because nobody likes Riven. Good root and pull there. I think Brandana is going to go down just out of position. Here come big Shen ult, but what does it do? Not much. Large knock up there from Eternal. Gregosaurus manages to take out Great Beard of Odin. Eternal takes out the Shen, and Alonzi is forced to run away. This is option 12's game through and through.
Yeah, we're noticing a huge difference on the side of Phoenix. They seem a little more sporadic this time around, and they're kind of just trickling in. Brandana, for whatever reason, traded his life in that fight for a ward, so that was weird.
I think he was expecting help, or maybe didn't think that 12 was going to hold that position as long as they did.
Honestly, it's not impossible that option 12 uses this rift to win the game right here. If they can force another fight and win that fight, they could have gone farther. But with Eternal being so low and Gregosaurus being out of mana, it is a good call to not try.
Yeah, I was going to say, there isn't enough resources on their team, and would actually probably lead into a throwing situation, though Prowler could actually get caught here if anyone noticed him. But nobody does.
I don't know if you can afford to engage on the 5-1 Nocturne even, though.
I think that, well, I don't know. Maybe if Shen was there, get a little disruption on them.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think it would probably be a trade. Like, you probably could kill him, but he's probably going to get someone in return.
The shutdown gold might be worth it, though. So yeah, I had a point. That's what my point was. Phoenix doesn't really seem to have an identity this game. The lack of the Warwick driving all of their decisions seems to have let them rudderless. Great Brave Odin just deleted by this Jhin. 5, 2, and 10. And now they're going for Baron. Is this the right choice? We will see. Ezreal is up. Shen and Alonzi as well. Riven could get in there. I don't know if they want to. Does land the Ziz, but that's just going to be straight up Alonzi dies. Good taunt there. They do manage to take down the Prowler. That could actually be huge. Modric is still around. Takes out the pointy ball. Oh my god. The Shen ult is going to try to keep them alive. Okay. Brandana and Huge. Only ones left. I don't know if they can kill this Ornn, though. Yeah, they really can't. Brandana, go back in. What are you doing? You're just going to give him... Yeah, just... What are you doing? Oh, here comes the Pike. Good positioning there. I think Eternal could end up going down here. My god. That was one of the most tense fights.
He dodged the Pike ultimate, though. Like, through all of that, man, the damage this Ornn puts out right now is incredible. It's so deceiving.
It is. You don't really think of Ornn as huge damage dealing, but I mean, he's got he's got 100 magic resist, so he's so tanky. The Forge Fire Cape allows him to, as long as you're near him, you get hurt.
That, and he starts each fight with, you know, a couple of autos that don't do a whole lot, and then he pulls out the ability combo, and then it's over.
But I mean, that being said, almost all the shutdown gold is gone over to Phoenix now. So Phoenix has some opportunities now. They're slowly trying to claw their way back into this. Alon Z is really not doing too great, but the rest of the team is doing relatively fine. Modric needs a couple more kills to really feel good. Oh, I don't know about that flash. I don't know about that face check. Suddenly.
Yeah, I can respect what Phoenix is doing. They're if they see something, they see someone out of place, they're desperately trying to get a pick to claw their way back into the gold. But they're over committing. They try and take a shot, it misses, and then they go, screw it, let's just go anyway, and they keep losing people.
Yeah. And it's especially funny that I think they had that ward that saw that that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Tunnel vision, maybe.
I mean, it's hard. At this point, it's hard when you're, this far behind, and it's like, well, if we don't start getting picks, if we don't start closing that gold, gap at some point very soon, then we don't have a chance of ever closing it.
The issue is that Alon Z's Lilia is just a non-factor at this point.
Yep. Yeah, I have to agree.
And I mean, no offense to Alon Z. We know that he is good, but I don't know. He's just had a very rough game here, and I'm not even playing this game, and I don't feel threatened by her. Like I feel like I could join the game right now and take her out in a level or two. So, I mean, obviously she could do some CC stuff, but that generally means she needs to actually get involved in the fights, and the second she's involved in the fight, she gets deleted. This Riven is gonna... So, you can't really do what Brandana was doing there. This team is so able to get everywhere so quickly. You've got Vision of Empire, you've got Prowler's ult, you've got Ornn's ult, you have Jin's ult. You can't really be alone safely.
Yeah, they just have so many ways to close or create space, whichever one they want.
And this is going to be an uncontested Baron. I would have liked to maybe seen a wild Ezreal ult just because.
It had just come up right as they finished it.
All right. So, still about an 8k gold lead, 7.5. And where do they go from here? Both teams. I feel as though option 12 should do some pushing, split or otherwise.
They can put Eternal. He has teleport still up, so they can put him in a lane by himself to split push and the other four go somewhere. That's probably what I would do. Unfortunately for Phoenix, they have a weird enough team comp that I don't really see a way of them coming back. They kind of built a team that needs to do pretty well early.
I think, and this is going to sound crazy considering that Shen is a support, but I think Shen split pushing maybe? But carefully, right? Don't overcommit, but have a presence. Good taunt there. The Jhin is actually in a little bit of trouble here, but he is able to squeeze out of there. Here comes the Forge God, and oh my god, the damage is real. Remember when I talked about tanks? Every time?
Lord. I don't see a tank on the team.
Yeah.
There's a top lane assassin.
There's a support Shen.
Yeah, I imagine that is game.
It should
you
be.
Have 20-second timers before anyone comes up. You have Baron pushing in multiple lanes.
Alright, so here's your lesson to ban the Warwick, guys. Hopefully, Alon Z, I mean, obviously, Phoenix didn't necessarily have too much of a commitment in this game. But at the same time, I mean, hopefully, this is not a champ that Alon Z will go on in the future. Or maybe, this will become his Relexus's gangplank. And he wants to prove to me that Lilia can get things done. Because one of these times I'm going to accidentally call her Liliana, because that's just how I am. Eternal may end up going down here, but he is so beefy. One last auto. All right.
Yeah, he stood there and kind of, I think he was shopping because he was doing that whole hammer animation.
He was, yeah.
But he was doing it in base. You've probably got this one in the bag, O12, but don't keep doing unnecessary stuff like that.
The gold did go over to Ezreal, which is exactly where it needs to go.
Yep.
Ezreal, about 1,500 down on the Jhin. Jin's gonna blast cone. Oh, not gonna blast cone. Just eats Great Beard Mode alive. Brandana has a Shen ult on him. Shen get in there. Oh, the taunt misses! Okay, now you guys can win.
Yeah. Yeah, they devoted so much to try and hunt down Pointy Ball right there, and my lord, it was not worth it.
One last gasp from Phoenix. But Sigtao Eternal, who actually I think is the hero of this game. Despite all the other stats, I think Eternal has just done so much this game.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Him or Prowler, but seeing as we expect Prowler to perform at the level that he is right now, yeah, I'm giving it to Eternal on that one.
These stat screens are going to be fun.
So I hate to be that guy, but this was a very dangerous game for Phoenix. Because for anyone who's watching or anyone who's going to watch, they've seen something that, you know, it's not a good thing, and that's you take away Warwick, Phoenix is a much weaker team, at least according to that performance. And we've kind of seen that before, actually. Some of the other games where he didn't get Warwick weren't as alarming. So I think that is kind of something that maybe it would have been better for, well, no, definitely it would have been better for Phoenix if Option 12 had never banned the Warwick in this one, even if he did bad with it, because at least teams wouldn't know, oh, we can kind of take down Phoenix's, play level by a couple of notches if we get rid of one champion.
We already have Great Beard Odin saying they just wanted to have fun with the last game and try out different stuff. So, and either way, they should start practicing if they haven't already, like you said, get that Warwick. But we have a interview from Queen Elizabeth, so we will head over and talk to the support for Option 12. Elizabeth, congratulations on those that last game.
Thank you.
So, you guys are going into Game 2 after a rather rough Game 1. What were you guys talking about in the chat?
Well, we were really kind of focusing on making sure that we could get, one, Warwick banned, because that's what put us pretty far behind at the beginning of Game 1, but then also getting Greg on more of a mobile and more damage-heavy mid laner. And we thought that might kind of tweak it a little bit to help us out.
Well, and it certainly did seem like it managed to play to your strengths there. What kind of reaction are you guys having to something like this Pyke in the mid lane, which isn't something that you've really seen out of Phoenix yet?
Well, we kind of figured it was within Rudy's wheelhouse to play something that was going to be more of like a snowballing champion, especially since he plays a lot of AD champions as well. And once we figured out that he was basically made of paper the first game, we weren't worried about it. We would have rather have played against his Pyke versus his Akali, which is super scary.
All right. Infinite, you got anything?
Not really. Good performances. Game 1, obviously a little rougher. But even in that game, I think all of you did well, especially you. Your Swain performance continues to impress. And good luck in the games to come. I think you guys have a great shot at it, great team. So I look forward to seeing good things.
Well, thank you. Phoenix definitely gave us a run the first game, so definitely a good game to Phoenix. It's been a pleasure playing against them. And great games from everybody else today, too. We should all be really proud of our performance this split.
And
thanks, guys.
Speaking of next week, Option 12 versus Northern Storm, you have any comments on that?
Well, it's definitely going to be a challenge going into it, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of practicing and scouting ahead of time. So I'm sure we're going to have a run for our money that week, and it's going to be great on every team all around. So we'll have to see.
All right. Well, good luck. Maybe we'll end up talking to you guys next week or after the finals if you manage to get that far. But yeah, just good luck in your next couple of games.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night.
Bye.
All right. So with that, that is the end of the regular part of the split. We have the scoreboard up here. So next week will be 9 Lives versus Phoenix and Northern Storm versus Option 12. Infinite, do you have any thoughts on how this is going to look?
Thoughts? Yes. I think that the Northern Storm Option 12 game, if Token can take some notes from how they played against them during the regular season, I guess that's what we call it, I think that series should be very close and very interesting. But forgive me, I hope I'm wrong. Phoenix, please prove me wrong. I actually enjoy being proven wrong. I always root for the underdog, but with the current way it's been showing, 9 Lives should easily take their first games against Phoenix. So that's just my prediction. Once again, I kind of hope they prove me wrong, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix has had a tendency to surprise. I think that's somewhat fair to say. But now that there has been some, if not scouting, at least work put in, I think that we may see close games. When Phoenix and 9 Lives played before, there were close games for sure. But I think, obviously, you said underdog, and I think that defines it very well. So underdog story and apparently a very evenly matched story. If you're just going off the scoreboards. So I hope everyone comes back next week and looks out for those games. Once again, fantastic games today from everyone. Everyone putting in 100%. White Wolf, those were some amazing games up against Northern Storm. Blitz showing us some cool stuff with their comps. And I hope everyone had a great split, even if you didn't make it in the playoffs. And everyone will come back and cheer for the playoffs that are next Sunday.
Agreed.
So yeah, I think that's just about it. You want any other closing thoughts there, Infinite, or are we just gonna shut it down?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing you said. Great games tonight. Good job to the teams who made it. Very good performances from some of the teams that didn't. Hope people can keep their heads up. Look towards next split if you didn't make it. And shout out to all the involvement in chat. Thank you guys for being so lively. It's nice, and we will see you all next week.
Yeah, stay safe. Everyone go get some sleep, and have a good night.